Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have accomplished our mission and we have purchased a car. You want to see it? I bet you do. That's right. The clamshell, it fits on there. I took it off for ease of loading, but we have ourselves a 67 Fiberfab two-door. It's an Aztec, I believe. She's rougher than a night in jail. That side, that pan doesn't exist over there, and this one's damn close to it. It's much like the seat here, which all beat the shit and whatever, but it is a very, very cool car. Now we got the chore of trying to get this damn thing loaded up. We have had an insanely busy weekend so far. Bought that car. Now we're watching some Enduro racing. Yay! The Beretta would have been out here, but again, way too freaking clean. Glad Dalton's gonna put that thing to use. And then I might get it back, and then it might be out here. Freaking circle of life, man. What do you think?
Better come back.
Yeah?
Yes. I need my Enduro car back.
Yeah. This one doesn't care. That one wants her freaking Enduro car back. So, Dalton, I won't care what you do with it, but she might care if we don't get that Beretta back. Doesn't matter what color it's gonna be or how beat the hell it is, but apparently she fell in love with it in the short time we had it. Let's have some fun and watch some racing. Yeah. So as we sit, we're about maybe halfway through the race. Bucci got a bad roll of the dice. I think he lost transmission or gears or whatever. It sounded like all neutrals. Oops, all neutrals. 23 just lost a head gasket or a whole engine or something like that. He blew the hell up. Levi Gee's doing all right over here in the freaking the little Civic.
Go Levi.
72, Will Franklin, he's killing it right now. He's leader. And then the white car right next to him is number 2. He might be a lap or so down. But if you can see, way the hell over there in that blue car, that's dipshit who killed the Grand Am last year.
On the other side of 51.
And
oh, it's running.
I don't have a
No, it's not.
I don't have a strong feeling that he's gonna finish. That he's driving like a complete freaking animal. So was the yellow car way over there in the distance. I think he's been around 5, maybe 6 times now.
5. We're at 5.
He really shouldn't be on the racetrack. He should be at a ballerina court, you know, doing pirouettes and whatnot. I got tutus for him.
I know. They're pink. I can put sparkles on them for him.
But yeah, Nevada. That's a fun little gig. It's hella dry out here, crazy dusty. But they're getting ready to go green, and we're off. I don't have a seat in here right now, but I fit in this thing. Not with a lot of room though. It is pretty tight, but that was my big concern. I was not sure if I would even fit in this dang thing, let alone much else, but it is tighter than a gnat's ass in here. Oh, is that a freaking tilt wheel? That might be a tilt wheel. It might be broken too. Not without a, you know, it's pretty tight in here. Oh, clutch goes all the way to 4. Oh, that's a brake, probably. No, there's your pedals all the way down there. Ain't that some shit? This is pretty cool. I think I can make something cool out of this. It doesn't have a key. Oh no, whatever shall we do? I guess we could push it from here. This thing is crunch-y as so damn crunchy. Got some cool gauges though. Cylinder head temp, fuel pressure, oil pressure, alternator. Interesting. I guess it might have had a tack at one point, but whatever. Probably end up replacing that whole gauge panel right there. Yeah, there's no way of getting in and out of this thing and looking good while you're doing it. The clamshell's on there, but it's not on there. Just enough to tote it home. But oddly enough, the tires are still holding air, which is insane. By the way, this had a tow bar that went to the back of like a RV or something. That's sitting in the back of the truck right now. But These little crappy wheels and tires. I wouldn't drive them on the street, but at least they held there to roll. That wheel over there is stuck and will require some action to free up. But chances are this will not be here on this on this pan for very long. I don't want to do what most people do and just throw the freaking wallet at it. I kind of want to make something interesting out of it. Those lights, I think those are like old Firebird lights or something like that from like a, no, those are too small. It might be, I don't know. Got some breathing vent holes here, got that. The doors are right here in the back, and there's one seat. That's got a fiberglass pan on it. The foam and everything else is just garbage. Had two other wheels that were propping that car up, but the glass for this are Lexan actually, and they were in the car. They're now on the back of the truck, but I have glass for this. We're gonna have to do something about that handle. I'll figure something out. Those are butt freaking ugly. No thank you. But how cool is this little thing? It's so freaking different. I don't think I'll be able to do front. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do front engine with this. If I do, I'm about to cut a big ass hole in the hood. I don't necessarily want to do, but it's already been done. You know what I mean? The gas tank's up here somewhere. I don't know how. There's no way to roll this forward. It's literally drop it on there and pray for the best. There's no front way of getting to your fuel tank. You literally have to disassemble the car to get to all that. Looks like it's got a couple bolts missing, which is nice, but there's a handful of them holding the pan to the body. A couple over there along the bottom side there. I really wanted to just sit in it, make sure my butt actually fit in this thing before I put a bunch of money or time and effort and all that crap into it. But how cool is that? Fiberfab. I'm assuming that's a gas tank that's probably full of water and critters and whatnot. This thing is freaking sick. I want to do something with it. I'm not sure what yet, but trust me, I don't buy something unless I plan on doing something. This has been a bucket list car, not this specifically, but a kit car. I've always wanted a kit car just because they're interesting. Not so much because I'm a Volkswagen guy. I don't like leader hose in and all that. I don't want to go ziggy, oi, 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 and all that. And I guess you really could if you want to go turbo Volkswagen with it, which I missed out on all the pans and all the other parts and all the bullshit today. Not interested in Volkswagen stuff. What I am interested in is making this into something that is not a turd, not slow, or at least sounds fast. And I mean, the visual's kind of jacked up. I'll find a picture of one that's put together and put it right here, but the silhouette on this car is just so good. It looks like a proper 60s, 70s race car. And yeah, the silhouette. That's all you got to focus on. The Volkswagen part, take it or leave it. I'm out on that shit. Air cooled and all that. I understand that you can make a Volkswagen do a wheelie and blah, blah, blah. And you can get that big stupid trumpet coming out the backside. It's not my gig. I don't really dig on all that stuff. We will see if we can't make something cool out of this. But I just figured I'd show you guys my sweet purchase. I kind of wish there was another camera kind of just watching us as we're bidding on this. I did the fuck around and find out, kind of look at the dude. He's like, he looked at me, and then another dude bid. I'm like, I hit it again. That guy hit it again. Hit it a couple more times. Then he hit my ceiling. And I won't share how much I paid for this thing until we get to the very end. Once it's done, looking good, running, driving, the whole kit, I'll break down what we paid for it and all that stuff. But it's none of your freaking business what I paid for it because I like it. I might have paid too much for it. I did have to buy that wheel because this only had 3 wheels. And one of the lovely Volkswagen guys he came up from New Mexico. Apparently it's a hot shit deal down there because he had like flatbeds lined up to buy a bunch of those cars. And he sold me that wheel for 25 bucks. Solid move, my bro. Because I figured he was going to be one of those dickheads that, like, oh, it's $100 or some shit like that. I'm like, really, bro? Come on. But 25 bucks. And this is a learning experience. I don't know Volkswagen stuff. Those are studs. What I mean by that is this guy right here, that's not a lug nut. That's a stud. You have to, when you undo this, it pulls this whole stud out. I don't know what the difference is on that, but luckily those came out with a crescent wrench. That's all I had. And got them snugged on there. Good enough to roll. Good enough for me. Unfortunately, that guy's stuck, like I said. But we'll get that. We'll get to that when we get to that. I got to find a place to dump this thing. But I'm going to take it to the car wash first before I get it off the trailer and clean this thing up. Because it has... If it was anywhere close to the Corvair wagon that was right next to it, that I almost won too, and I let that dude have it. He hit my ceiling, and I'm like, I cut it loose. That thing had more raccoon shit in it than I've ever seen. Like, it was a litter box for raccoons and whatever else happened to be living out there. Luckily, this thing doesn't have a whole lot of poop in it because the raccoons have taste, and they didn't want to shit all over this thing, which is much appreciated. Another cool little tidbit, once I get the doors on, they're gull wings. They go up. That's the hinges. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. You don't think it's cool? What the fuck's wrong with you? So we got rid of the Dakota. We bought a Beretta. Sold a Beretta. Got to hang out with Pole Barn Garage, which is freaking sick. I took a small film just of the Beretta sitting there as I was leaving, because I don't want to sit there and like, hey guys, what's going on? That's his house. He's a nice guy. Want to respect that. I don't want to, first time kind of him letting me come out, be nice, be courteous. And then we go to an auction, we buy this beautiful piece. All fiberglass. This thing don't weigh shit. This junk winch had no problem pulling this thing up. Hell, I pulled the ass end to me so I could get it more straight. And I'm not strong. I'm a little weak boy. We're looking good out here. Got a couple cars moved in and out, and now we're on to our next project. We still need to come across a Enduro car, because unfortunately that Beretta was way too nice for me to cut up. And whenever Dalton gets done with it, he's gonna hit me back. I'll buy the thing back from him, hopefully at a monstrous discount, because he's gonna be taking some shit off that car. That blue one needs some love. But in the meantime, between now and then, whenever he gets back from New Mexico doing his thing and we can get the Beretta back, we need to find something in that meantime, because he could hop on it as soon as he gets back, or he could hop on it in a few months. Either way, I'm not gonna sit there, hey, are you almost done with that? Oh, you almost done with that shit? I understand that there are weird, kooky people that are diehard for this, but they're probably also Volkswagen people, which you can take or leave them. I met a few of them today. They're nice folks, but in your head, you think of wearing lederhosen, eating the sausage, y'all, and probably playing with a train set in their basement. They were nice folks. They actually they left their basement and came out and saw some sunlight. There was a lot of pale out there. Not a lot of tan lines, if you catch my drift. But nice folks. This is cool. This is for somebody like me, this is as close as to a Ferrari or some kind of Italian sports car kind of deal as you're going to get. And I think I can make it work. So, much like Dr. Thunder, we need to come up with a name for this thing and join me for the journey, because whenever I get something done on this thing, I will share it with you guys. And hopefully this isn't just a one-off thing, and we can actually make some connection with folks that can help me figure shit out on this thing. Because I've got a couple ideas. I just need I need help executing them. Because I'm not sure how you put a body on a car. So I'm going to do some research and all that stuff. And if you happen to know how to put one of these bodies on a car or on a different, I might have to get a freaking chassis made for it or something. But this is one of those deals where it's uncharted territory, because I didn't buy this new. I'm buying this with the intention of making something different and new and fresh. And I don't exactly know what I'm doing with this beautiful piece. I've never built a kit car, but I'm not afraid to take a stab at it. Yeah, buddy. Soaking the ever-living crap out of this guy right here. She is a filthy beast. Dirty as the day is long. Let the soap do its thing. I'm gonna hop back on it with some rinse. Hopefully we can get this thing a little bit more manageable to work with. If I had another person here, I'd get this clamshell off and really get after it, but I'm just gonna fucking kind of get in there and give it the beans. But it's pretty freaking cool, man. I just don't want to dump it in my yard and have it be filthy freaking dirty. And I'm not afraid to work on it and all that jazz. But yellow's a good color on this car, but I think we got something better in store if we can figure out what else we're gonna do with this thing. Maybe I turn it into yard art, huh? Maybe I do one of those deals where it's a Pinterest deal where it just looks good and doesn't do shit else. Maybe I get a SEMA build going on with this. It's a possibility. You can just do a SEMA build where it doesn't run, drive, do anything else, but just looks kind of cool. I guess we can see and find out. And what a sparkling peach we have here. Got the doors half mounted on, got the clamshell half mounted on. Some adjustment may be required. This side looks all right, but how freaking cool is this, huh? How freaking cool is that? That's too freaking cool. Had a problem finding hood pins, so we got what was that, an Allen wrench there, and we got a useless screwdriver over there holding this beautiful clamshell on. She is just a freaking peach, isn't she? Got that big old butt on her. It's got that Harold Shelby Daytona look ish. Might see if I can't find those headlight bubbles, make it kind of look like that. I wouldn't mind getting rid of that just because it's an ugly badge. And hell, if I can fake people and thinking I got an expensive car, why wouldn't I, huh? This thing's so freaking cool. I'm excited. I like it. How freaking cool is that car, huh? I'm laying here with the puppy, just chilling out, doing some editing. But what should we do with this thing? You tell me, what are some good ideas to get this thing on the road, on the cheap, kind of budget build, maybe fake some folks into thinking it's a faster, cooler, more expensive car than it really is? Leave your comments down below. I read them all. Love, peace, and chicken grease, guys. We'll catch you next time. Bye.